Yeah, I don't hear it.
All right, we'll stop it at Aaron Rodgers. All right, welcome to PSC Sports Chat. We got Mr. Bling over there, Max.
What up, kids?
The white beard, and then the guy in purple. All right, well, let's start with let's just get to some NFL Week 1.
NFL Week 1. I watched a lot of football this weekend, and I wasn't disappointed.
Really disappointed in all of them?
No, I wasn't disappointed.
Oh, okay.
It was nice. It was nice to get a little bit of taste of fall before the temperatures changed a little bit. It was nice to just sit on the couch and just throw some games on. Love the game breaks in between watching during the Bears game. You know, it felt like all was right in the world again.
Well, I'd have to agree. It did seem
Exactly.
that it felt nice. A lot of differences from what we had on paper to what we saw. You know, Jeff mentioned the Bears, so we'll start with the Bears-Titans. You know, I said last week the Titans defense looked decent. They showed some holes in the Bears offensive line still.
Bears offensive line is bad. I mean, they did not look.
I would agree.
But we said this all along. The Bears didn't do anything to address the offensive line issues during the offseason.
Or they got a couple guys, but they didn't do enough.
They didn't do enough.
I was reading yesterday, I think it was, that is it Bates and now Nate Davis. Davis is about to lose his starting job.
Well, he lost him. They yanked him in the third quarter.
Right, but now it's an open competition for right guard. You know, it's pretty bad when your teammates – I mean, it's one thing for your coach to say, hey, you got to get better. But when I'm reading the stuff where the teammates are telling them, just go on the field and go play. You know, that's bad. At least it was a short-term deal.
Yeah. Now, that being said, I was very impressed with the defense. Defense and special teams were very impressive.
Defense.
I haven't seen Bears put pressure on a quarterback or in the backfield. It's been 5 years since they routinely done that.
Well, I will say I agree with you, Jeff, but in our text, I said maybe they'll make some adjustments at halftime. I think you came back with this team is shit.
I was so pissed off by that point.
But at halftime, their defense really got better. I mean, I was Pollard. How do you let Tony Pollard get this many yards?
I don't know, but I think what it was is that the fact that the offense was doing absolutely nothing, the defense was gassed. By the end of the second quarter, they were just flat out gassed. I mean, it was warmer outside, so the offense needs to figure it out. They've got to do something. The personnel, I did not like Shane Waldron's personnel calls on for the Bears. You know, the Cole Kmet played only like 25% of the time on Sunday. He was only out there 25% of the time.
Well, I know one of the things we talked about in text, and I know Max watched the game too because he was throwing texts in there.
Crazy.
And it wasn't just the Bears. I saw a lot of other teams.
There was a lot of bad offense.
On third and shorts, hey, let's just go for a deep ball. Let's just go for a play that, hey, chances are we're not going to get it. Let's hope for a penalty instead of a first down. The Bears did it a lot. San Francisco did it a couple times Monday, and I'm like, it's 3rd and 2. Why don't you just go for the first down?
Yeah, if you think about it, San Francisco's offense really didn't get rolling too much. I mean, what did they have? How many field goals? 6 field goals from the kicker?
Yeah, kicker and fantasy team. He kicked some ass, literally.
Yeah, he had 18 points just by himself in that game, and they put up 32. So a lot of offense was rough for a lot of offensive teams this week, and I attribute that to not getting as many reps in preseason games. You only played 3 preseason games, and the Bears played 4, but in 2 of those games, the starters did not play in any of those games.
Well, I don't put too much into the preseason. To me, that's for the
but when you have a rookie quarterback that needs more reps to get,
he should have been playing. This
is what I'm talking about. There's a lot of
He needs reps.
new players. You got new receivers. You got a new running back. You're learning a whole different scheme. You should at least play a half every game just to get used to more and more.
Say what?
And it wasn't just the Bears. I find that throughout the whole league.
Yeah.
The whole league should have been playing more preseason. I think offense was way down because of that week 1, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's like week 1 was preseason for the coaches. I don't
get
get
the only team that actually came out flying high was Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers.
Oh my God.
Carr and the Saints. There was a few passes I had to blink and think, is Drew Brees back on that team? Because it looked like Drew Brees throwing.
But he was playing the Panthers.
This is true, but it was still.
Yeah, and they're bad.
Bryce Young is a bust.
Well, they lost, I think, their defensive tackle for the year.
I don't know if we can call Bryce Young a bust because he never really even had a chance to be good. But he never had a chance to be good. How can you be a bust if you never even had a chance?
You calling him another Sam Darnold?
No, Sam Darnold actually played good.
He could be.
No, I'm saying like another Sam Darnold.
Very good.
He was on some bad teams and was never given a chance. He did a lot better than I thought he would.
Because I watched. Obviously, Melissa being a Vikings fan, we were paying close attention to the Vikings, and it's amazing what a quarterback can do when he has weapons around him. The fact that there are so many weapons,
right?
Receivers on Minnesota. Sam Darnold didn't have an incomplete pass until his 21st pass. I think he was 20 for 20.
Yeah, he started hot.
Oh, he was. And they were up by so much that they said, okay, let's run the ball. Let's throw, that's when they opened up the running game and just ate clock up, which was nice. But yeah, Sam Darnold looked like a quarterback that I've never seen. But then when you go from the Jets to the Panthers, you don't get a chance to do shit.
No, that could be exactly. Bryce Young. Chances are if Carolina stays this bad all year and they get the number 1 pick, they're going to take another quarterback this quick. Probably.
There's only one or two ways. He's either going to be like a Sam Darnold, who's going to be probably decent this year, decent to good, or he's going to end up like Trey Lance and just be a complete bust.
Well, he has some definite physical deficiencies as well. He's not a big, strong fucking quarterback. He's 5'10" and less than 200 pounds, probably. Which doesn't help his whole situation, which is why.
Talking about Bryce
Young. Yeah. I mean, they made a mistake, in my opinion, drafting him because of that. If you got poor offensive line and poor display in general, the last thing you need is a fucking 5'10" quarterback back there trying to see over people.
Yeah, the Bears made out in that trade.
I think he's gun shy now too, to be honest with you.
And
his confidence is gone.
Will be. I mean, who's their running back? Chuba Hubbard still?
I don't know. They don't have much of.
Yeah, they're doing it by committee. It's Chuba Hubbard and Swift, I think.
DeAndre Swift. He's on the Bears.
No, okay. They got another decent, like stable back. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember exactly which one, but he's.
I was disappointed in Swift with the Bears. It's like they didn't even try to use him much.
The play call
got like 13 carries.
Was very subpar. And then of course, Eric, we saw how many screen passes. I'm like, come on.
Not as many as previous years.
No, but it was still I counted.
That was a
6 or
league-wide
7.
thing, in my opinion. I saw way too many.
Too many of these trickery plays. We just need to get
I would
down
say
to the nitty-gritty.
way too.
That being said, I'm going to switch gears and go right from Bears offensive coordinator to the one that they had with the Raiders. The Raiders looked bad, very bad.
Wait, isn't that the team with Gardner Minshew? I'm not going to say.
Shut
I
up.
promise Max, I
Shut
wouldn't
up.
say his name.
Shut up.
That he'd be a good quarterback, and the Raiders will be okay.
He is going to be a good quarterback, but if he's got a shit fucking offensive coordinator,
he's going to be
not much
really
you can
bad
do.
this year because that offense is going to suck really bad.
No,
He's gonna
the
use
Raiders
some
are
really
bad.
shitty play calls with
Raiders are
Luke
bad.
Getsy.
The Seahawks, and I sent you that message in the group text, and it didn't send right away, and it finally sent, and that's when the Seahawks were winning. And I was like, man,
3 hours
Seahawks
later.
are looking good. I was like, they're going to lose to the fucking Broncos.
Right? But it was just slow, methodical. You know what I'm saying? We just had to wear him down and beat him up.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't
Walker, another great game.
I didn't watch a lot of that game, so anything that either of you saw in there that
Which game?
Kenneth Walker played great. The defense played well. Kenneth Walker for over 100 yards. DK really didn't do much. Gino had his longest run of his career. That was a pretty good one. He actually shucked some dude in the open field. It was pretty amazing.
Was that his touchdown run?
Yeah, that one. Career long.
Couple other surprises. New England beat Cincinnati. I think I said the Jamar Chase thing. I'm not saying it was 100% that, but I don't think they targeted him hardly at all.
Well, how many years have the Bengals started out 0-2? I think
no, he didn't have a good game.
The Bengals have started out 0-2 every
last
year
4, I wanna
since
say.
the Super Bowl year that they went to in 2022. They're not a strong starting team. They tend to pick it up. They did that last year. They were rolling until Joe Burrow got injured. So I'm not chalking the Bengals up as done. They just don't start. They don't start good at all.
No, I was stunned that New England beat them. It's like they didn't have much on offense. Their running game was, and their passing game was.
That game reminded me of an old 90s Bears Lions game where you get literally a 16-10 game and nobody wants to do shit.
Well, unless
or how the Steelers are going to win this year. Steelers look
didn't have
which too.
That was my upset pick. I picked the Steelers.
You did, and I almost did.
And after watching them again, I'd probably pick them next week too. They're just going to ugly up games and squeak it out in the end.
As long as Justin Fields doesn't turn over the ball, they're going to be just fine because they've got a real good defense.
Oh, the defense is amazing.
If I would have known that Russ wasn't going to play, and I think I said it last week, with Russ playing, I don't see him winning. And it was 2 days later or the next day they said he wasn't going to play.
He's not playing this week either, I don't think.
I don't know.
I think they go with Fields again.
I was reading a deal that he was not happy that he didn't get to play. He suited up and he was being a crybaby. And
wasn't he inactive for that game?
He was dressed up. I'm assuming he was active.
I know, that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. But Russ would do some weird kooky shit like that just to fucking be weird. You know what I mean?
Also,
I wanted to play, so I'm going to fucking suit up anyways, even though I'm fucking inactive.
I noticed by one of the shots, dude's going bald. Just shave it. Don't do the LeBron thin head thing. Either do the hair club for men or just shave it clean.
Yeah, go Urlacher or go Jordan.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys seen Urlacher recently though? Hey, Urlacher has some good plugs, man. Yeah, he has some good plugs.
Didn't he
all
do
you
that?
Have to do is drive the tri-state in Chicago, and you see him every other block. He's on every billboard going all the way to O'Hare.
Hey, he's got hair now. He's a beautiful human being.
You know his kid, the one he had illegitimately with that stripper, he's playing college football now.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd heard that. Yeah,
yeah. He's
Yeah.
like
he's safety, isn't he?
He's a prospect. He's well known. I mean, they're gonna be looking at him.
What school is he going to? New Mexico?
No, I don't
Mexico
remember.
State or whatever Brian went to?
Oh, I don't remember. I want to say it
New
was
Mexico
like
State, I think, wasn't it?
It was one of them two. It was either that or it was University of New Mexico with rusted cars in your front yard, like you see as you're driving through the interstate there.
Oh, I'm sure.
oh, he plays for Notre Dame.
Oh,
Kennedy.
Hey,
Or
of course, what a great guy. He's a good guy.
how
Hey,
Notre
you know
Dame
who else
do
is playing in college football? Oh, well, lots of kids, but huh?
He said, how Notre
Oh yeah,
Dame do last
14 to 16, they lost. Hey, we still have a chance to get in the playoff. 12 teams are making it in. They have a chance. Hey, there's another Bill Goldberg's kids on Colorado.
Yeah, I was reading that.
He's
I don't-
fucking stacked too.
Well, what
Look
do
at
you
his
think
dad.
Dad's supplying him with?
Well, of course.
I mean, lots of nutrients is what we'll say. Nutrients.
Right. Vitamin S.
My upset pick almost won, but Miami came back and won.
Those
Hey,
close games.
great win for the Finns, baby. Tyreek
Yeah,
Hill, poor kid.
Oh, poor kid, my ass. He came out today and said he could have handled that better.
I did see that.
I watched
I
that
know.
video.
It's good that he did, though. I mean, really.
He really needed to. After people saw the video,
Well,
Yeah, there's
here's
no
what I'll
getting
say.
out
Two
on-
wrongs don't make a right.
There's no getting away with that. You gotta be a jag bag. You gotta what's that fuck around, find out type of thing. You're gonna piss off the wrong cop,
right.
and they're not gonna care if you're a pro football star or not.
yeah, cops, we saw the video. Cops were
I
definitely
would
out
just
of
say
line.
again, two wrongs don't make a right. That cop came up super aggressive. Oh yeah,
Well,
They
he
both
was
could have handled the
aggressive.
situation a lot better.
but you're right.
But-
That comment was funny about how you didn't get surgery on your ears. That was a good one. I
Dude,
did
that was
appreciate
hilarious. I just had surgery on my knee.
Fucked up as hell.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had surgery on his knee. I think
Yeah, I don't think he
Miami
did.
had to
I
come
think he
out
was
and say
just
he
doing a
had a
little whiny
minor
bitch at that point.
procedure. But yeah, that body cam footage threw the police union statement out saying they had to do it because he wouldn't sit. No, they didn't have to do it because he wouldn't sit. They did it because he
No.
pissed off the cop by being a smartass.
Yep, exactly.
Now the two Miami players that came up, I kind of feel for them, but at the same time, they should know. Look,
I do too. Especially
the cop
Johnny
should have been
Smith,
like, "Look,
who
we got a situation here. Just stay back. They didn't have to do all what they needed to do.
well, especially like I say, the one was telling Johnny Smith, just go ahead and get the fuck out of here. And then the other cop came up and was like, oh no, I'm taking care of this now. I'm handling this. Fuck you.
So I also read that the cop's attorney, wanting to get him reinstated, and that they reached out to Tyreek Hill's agent and lawyers for an apology, and it was turned down, which I can kind of understand.
Oh, yeah.
But I can definitely see the
Yeah.
commish having a chit chat with Mr. Hill saying, look, you're doing a lot of these little bitty deals once a year, twice a year. What'd you say it was, Matt?
Right. It's always something.
Toe on the
it
line.
looks like a rat. Right. He's toeing the line, definitely. He has been for a while.
It's like
Like you say, every couple of years there's something that his name gets brought up in the news for that isn't good.
yeah. No, this one wasn't all him. Yeah, he definitely reacted wrong with don't knock on my window again. Yeah, I know if I'm that cop, I'm breaking that window. Like I can't knock, it's broke.
Yeah, but you can't say that either, though. That's another fucked up thing. That's another fucked up
just-
thing. You can't say that shit. You can think it.
Which one?
You can fucking whisper in your buddy's ear when we go back to the fucking motorcycles, but you can't say that in front of somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how that plays out. Anything else?
Yeah,
happened?
definitely.
Week one,
I thought Buffalo was going to blow that game. I didn't think. For some reason, I thought Arizona was going to be one of the biggest upsets of the week, but Josh Allen came through.
I was watching that too, and I had to look it up because I've been saying it. The Claypool
They
syndrome.
Arizona it. They
He's
fucking
on-
choked it away in the second half like they always.
I don't think. I think Claypool is on the team, but he's not playing. He's injured reserve.
He's on the team, but he's hurt again.
Yeah.
So I did have to look that up because I wanted to bring it up today. Like, oh, Claypool syndrome, but he's still on the team.
Hey, Kyler Murray, you look like an MVP.
Harrison Jr. didn't,
No.
but kind of changes the tone a little bit on, Arizona. I know it's week one, but they played better than I thought they were going to be. In Buffalo, I still think they're not going to have that great of a year. They may have a decent year, and it'd have to come from Josh Allen because there's not much else there.
What did you guys think of what's his face? Not Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love going down with the MCL.
Well, I was kind of hoping he'd be out for at least one of the Bears games, but
They don't play until the end of the year.
And there's talk he may play this week, apparently.
I don't think he's playing this week.
What?
Yeah, I was reading something that he may play. And I'm
Toradol's
like,
an
you know
amazing
what?
drug, I heard.
If they're a smart franchise, they tell Love you are inactive.
Yeah.
We're going to deal with Willis, win, lose, or draw, or I should say lose or draw.
They might run the read option.
Yeah,
It's going to be a running back.
it'd be like Tennessee's offense. I texted Jeff and was like, they're running a lot of trick plays. They ain't going to be able to do that all season long.
No.
And they did. They ran a lot of them, and it's like the offense just isn't good. Now, granted, it's better than the Giants.
Giants are bad.
I mean,
Daniel Jones is ass. Super ass.
their uniforms match their performance.
Well, the good thing is you won't see
The
those uniforms
uniforms
at all the rest of the year.
Ugly.
Well, we'll probably see that same performance all the rest of the
Oh,
year.
you'll see the same performance, just different threads.
It's just they're bad.
It's
And I
bad.
said Duvall be the first one, as they
And
say in
you're
the NFL,
probably right.
fired. If they go 0-3,
You're probably right.
he'd probably be gone. And they're probably going to go 0-3.
Probably.
And then do you try to nuke it right there and start trading people off? And just
I'd get
fuck
rid of the
season and
coach.
try to get a number one pick?
I'd get rid of the coach at that point, and then I would see what kind of change happens because trade deadline's what, week 7 now? Week 6?
I think so.
It's pretty early.
It gives you a good 3 weeks to see is what do we need to do. I mean, they're stuck with Daniel Jones' salary. All they really have is that rookie Neighbors and a defensive end or linebacker they got from Carolina last year. I mean, who else they got?
That's about
The
it.
ghost of Odell Beckham?
Well, maybe the ghost, but
Week
who are they
9.
going to trade? I mean, 0-3, get rid of the coach, see what they got. Maybe you trade that defensive guy for a draft pick and try to fight Carolina off for the number 1 pick.
I honestly really don't pay attention to the Giants because they suck. And I mean, same with the Jets until they got Rodgers. But November 5th is trade deadline.
Yeah, what week is that?
9.
Oh, week 9? Okay, so
Yep.
I mean, again, they don't have much to trade away to blow up. The coach, that's about it. What do you guys think about Jaden Daniels? I think he did okay.
He got some garbage yards late, but
Yeah, I thought he started out slow, and I felt like he had like whatever other rookie quarterback or rookie had a slow start and just a rough first week.
And
Probably
he's
played
on
the best out
Washington.
of all the rookie quarterbacks, though.
Who did?
Bo Nix, I would. Jaden Daniels, I think, probably played the best out of all the rookies
Yeah.
or rookie quarterbacks, I should say.
Now,
Bo Nix looked okay.
Team that really surprised me was the Rams.
Yeah, but they're going to be they're in Shit's Creek for a while. We'll see Puka Nacua. He's out for a while.
4 weeks, or yeah,
Minimum of 4.
MCL, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they lost
Which-
quite
yeah,
a
at
few in
least.
that game. It's going to be tough sledding for the next couple of weeks for them.
I just thought it was against Detroit, who kept their core together. I mean, they basically have the same offense and defense, the same coordinators. I thought they would have come out better against the Rams.
I thought Matt Stafford had a real good game. He carved the Lions apart when he needed to, and he looked like a quarterback that was healthy for a change.
Well, and then they lost 2 linemen.
Looked good.
Yeah.
And Cooper Kupp looked good too, which is nice. I mean, he's been dinged up the last few
He's
years.
healthy now too, but now knowing that you are limited on your receivers, they're going to double up Cooper Kupp.
And 2
Yeah,
linemen,
they have to.
one of which is the left tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's never good.
Is that really it for week 1?
Yeah, there was not. I mean,
It was good football, but just that's about all I.
Yeah, it was. Oh, we
Well,
didn't
the
talk about
Browns- okay,
Houston
I wanted
and Indianapolis.
Indianapolis surprised me. The fact that they were
Richardson
so
looked pretty
close
good.
to Houston in that game.
Yeah, I thought Indy
I'll tell you
played a
what,
lot better than I thought they would.
Anthony Richardson looked really good.
He did, but he's gonna get hurt again.
Yes, he will.
He took a couple of
He
big
doesn't know how
shots.
to. He doesn't know how to get down when he needs to.
Yeah, but it's tough. He's 6'5", 240. You know what I'm saying?
Still
Like,
doesn't matter. I
it's-
mean, 6'5", 240, but you're going up against linemen who are just as much of a head of steam, and they know actually how to hit. So,
right. Well, I mean, he's like
Yeah,
Josh
Houston-
Allen size, and Josh Allen gets down when he needs to, but Josh Allen will still run you over every once in a while. But
then I
yeah, I
wanted
thought
to touch
Richardson was
base
good.
about the Browns.
Definitely.
The Browns are going to be very bad this year. The Browns look
Oh
like
yeah,
shit.
forgot about them.
Watson
Good one.
is done.
Grover
He is-
Cleveland.
I said
Yeah,
it
that
right
was-
out. I don't like any of their quarterbacks. They both suck. They're going to have the only reason they were good last year is because they actually had somebody that knew what they were doing in Joe Flacco.
Njoku, he's out for a couple weeks,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and,
Yep. I saw
and
that.
not having Chubb really hurts. But
He's still at least 3 weeks away. I don't think he can be activated until week 4.
yeah, he can't be activated to week 4. But then they'd have to go week to week.
And
or
that's if
season
he's
on
even
IR.
ready.
Exactly. I don't think he'll be ready till like week 8 or 9. They may just have him practice for a bit.
I was thinking 6 or
Mhm.
7, but yeah, I don't think he's going to play week 4.
Yeah, Cleveland will probably get rid of their coach at the end of the year, unless they have
Cleveland's
some
going to be in
miraculous
football hell
turnaround.
for a while, considering what they gave up to get Deshaun Watson. They're either
Well,
going to.
You know that there's a way for them
He's
to
on
get
the-
out of this now.
Yeah,
What,
exactly.
take him out to the
They're
field
probably
and
going to
shoot
end
him?
up getting out of it.
They can get out of
Well,
his
besides that,
contract.
that's a better idea. But
What, the allegation of the last woman?
yeah,
Yeah,
they
I bet
can
that's
get out of the contract if he's proven guilty.
well.
But they're gonna fucking drag that out in the courts forever.
Somebody pulled up the contract that they had, and it was, are there any other instances out there that may affect this? And this is one that's out there. I don't think it has to be
But
guilty or not guilty.
it's different though.
He didn't disclose it, and it was part of the agreement. You know, probably he was thinking, "Oh, this one ain't coming out." There's probably more. There's probably
In
more.
his psycho mind, he probably didn't do anything. In his psycho mind, he probably didn't think he did anything wrong.
No, but I was reading what this
Did you
lady
hear
said.
the story of
like,
how
"Dang."
supposedly it went down?
Say what?
Did you hear how it supposedly went down?
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Is like, dang. Yeah, that's a little worse
Dude.
than the
Creeper.
yeah, a little worse than the masseuses. Maybe this was before the masseuse.
Should
and he
realize
said,
it.
I'll just make appointments.
Groper Cleveland. I love it. But isn't his contract's done though, right? Isn't this the last year? Do they have one more year with him?
No, he's got a long.
There's like 4 more years.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they gave up
like
so
4 years.
much to pay him for a long-term deal.
Oh my gosh.
Cleveland is going to be in
Somebody needs to
football
shoot him.
hell for a long time with this trade. I mean, they don't have a first-round pick for a while, do they?
I don't remember how well.
I think 3 years. Three first rounds.
3 first rounds plus a bunch of second rounds.
3 first rounds.
Yeah.
And they've already used 2 of them. Well, Houston has, and they've turned out not bad.
Yes, especially as Houston did.
And Houston's sitting there going, "Hey, I think we might have made the right
He
decision."
signed a 5-year deal in 2022.
That was an extension, wasn't it? On his previous deal.
Nah, not that it says. I was just looking at like the quick, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Perfect. When is his contract up? Through the 2026 season.
You know, it's funny. It's like I Googled Groper Cleveland, and guess who comes up?
Deshaun Watson.
Is he really?
Yes, it does. It comes up with his contract. Dude. Possibly avoiding, let's see, the 5-year deal. Looking to unlock. Fully guaranteed. And of course, it's not talking about when it ends. Regardless, they can get out of any of that money. They're gonna.
Yeah, if you're right. Yeah, I'm sure they just want to cut ties with him and get him the fuck out of there. Because did you see that video of his lineman? Like he was trying to fucking like get up or like look for a hand up off the ground, and his lineman fucking slaps his hand away. Fuck you. I'm helping you.
No, I did not see that.
I missed that too.
Yeah. It was, I don't remember who was on the ground, but it's like either his lineman who was on the ground or he was on the ground and he like put his hand out to either get help up or help him up, and the guy fucking slaps his hand away. Boitano or whatever. Bontano or whatever. Yeah, that guy.
Brian Boitano, the figure skater?
No, not that Brian Boitano. Some other Boitano.
Brian Boitano.
All right, so week 2, tomorrow, Bills Dolphins.
That's what Boitano would do.
What?
It's at Buffalo, right? Or does Tyreek have to drive to the stadium again?
It's in Miami.
Oh God. Okay, so Tyreek's got to drive to the stadium again. Here we go.
No, I bet Coach drops him off this time. Coach McDonald's
going to have crazy shit. Not like crazy shit, but he should ride his bike to fucking the stadium this week.
Well, I mean, the dude is fast. He'd probably get pulled over for speeding on his bike.
Probably.
Who do you guys got for this game?
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Miami.
I've got Buffalo as my upset of the week.
Yeah, I just don't see Buffalo able
Woo!
to do it.
Buffalo always plays Miami really well. So I'm picking Buffalo as my upset of the week.
That's a good pick. Good upset pick.
Next primetime game, Sunday night. And Jeff knows how this goes with this team in prime time.
Yeah, don't pick the Bears.
Bears at Houston.
I got Houston. That was an easy pick.
I'm not going against them. I'm going to take the Bears. They'll be my upset pick.
That's your upset pick? Okay.
That'll be my upset pick.
Wow. No, I got Houston in that one.
All right, let's start from the early games and move on. We got Las Vegas at Baltimore.
Baltimore
is an easy one.
Yeah, definitely Baltimore.
Okay, next game we got the Chargers of the Los Angeles County versus Carolina.
Chargers.
We got New Orleans at Dallas. Dallas is at home. As much as good as New Orleans was, I just can't pick against Dallas for their first home game. You know the referees are going to definitely help them out. So I got Dallas in that game.
I hate to say it, but Dallas probably will win. Max? Dallas, New Orleans.
I think he's going to go with Dallas too.
I'm assuming so. I'm gonna go with New Orleans.
Okay.
I'm gonna start drinking the St. Kool-Aid, I guess.
Oh, so that's your upset. Good job. Unless you don't think it's going to be
Yeah, that's my upset of the week. You're right. No,
All right,
that's
we got
my
next
upset
game.
right there. Nolans.
Next game we got Tampa Bay against Detroit at Detroit. I'm going Detroit on this one.
I'm going to say Detroit. I think Detroit's going to come out and say we can't do like we did against the Rams.
No.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though, that overtime drive was impressive. Just run the ball straight down your fucking throat. Stop it if you can, because you damn sure can. That was very impressive. That was a statement drive. But I got Detroit too.
Detroit. Okay. Indianapolis at Green Bay. The way the Colts played against Houston, I'm going with the Colts on this one.
I'm taking the Colts. Love's not going to be in there. You got, what's his name? Wilkes, whatever.
Yeah.
Alik.
I think even though Indy
Colts
lost, they're riding high that they played Houston as good as they did. So I like Indy in this one.
Yeah.
All right, next game we got Cleveland at Jacksonville.
Well, they won 3/4 of that game. To be honest with you, they were ahead 3/4 of that game.
Yeah.
Cleveland at Jacksonville. I got Jacksonville.
I'm taking Jacksonville.
Yep.
All right, San Francisco at Minnesota.
San Francisco.
Yeah, considering that this running back they have now he was good, that rookie.
Oh, look at the line he had. He had some holes there that,
Yeah.
Kyle could have ran through and got
Could have ran through those holes.
Yeah. So when McCaffrey comes back, you're going to have a two-headed monster at running back going forward. Watch out. It's going to open up that pass.
Two running back sets.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if it's going to be a pass or a run.
Well, not only that, but McCaffrey is just as good as a running back or a receiver that he is as a running
That's
back.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Even the backup, Jordan, was it Moses or whatever? He caught some good passes.
Yeah, you could literally have five receivers on the field at all times. All right, so we got Seattle at New England.
Seattle.
I'm going Seattle also.
Seattle.
Birds start at 2-0. All right, we got the New York Football Jets at the Tennessee Titans.
I'm going to say the Jets.
I got the Jets also.
I think Aaron Rodgers.
The Jets played a very tough San Francisco team. I think they're going to be better than they were.
And Aaron looked pretty good too.
Yeah, that one interception wasn't even his fault.
He moved around pretty well. You could tell though there was a couple times when he was rolling out. Right. He's not throwing on the run very well though, but it's not a huge part of his thing. But
and that Jets defense to me is better than the Bears defense.
No, I don't think they got enough pressure. The Bears had way more pressure.
No, I'm saying as a whole. I think
no,
the Jets defense.
I don't think so. I think the Bears have an all-around from the offensive line to the linebackers to the corners and the safeties. And the Bears are stacked on defense right now.
I struck a nerve there with Jeff.
Yeah, no, Bears hands down.
I think the Jets defense handles
and
Tennessee's
the Bears
offense all game, not just half the game.
All right, next game we got the New York.
Yeah,
Football
Will Levis
Giants.
is going to get killed too. By the way,
Probably. I'm surprised he was alive after he took some shots against the Bears.
You think he'll do any
he took
shuffle passes?
some big shots. Yeah.
My favorite was when he did that shuffle pass and they took it for the pick six. He just had his hands on his head like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, why would you do that? Especially that far out.
Last time?
All right, we got the Giants at the Washington Redskins.
Redskins.
That's how I got the Redskins.
Yeah, I can't pick the Giants yet.
I don't think you can pick the Giants the entire year. I think they're going to battle for Carolina for that number 1 pick all season. I wonder, do they play each other at all?
Do they play each other?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Do they play each other this year?
Watch, it ends in a tie.
I'm on it. We'll keep going. I got it.
Yes. November the 10th in Munich.
Oh, no. They picked those two teams to play in fucking Germany? Why would they do that?
Because the Germans will pay to watch shit football like that.
Oh, they're going to get drunk and storm the field.
They have there's like a 2 million person waiting list to get fucking NFL over there.
Yeah, the Germans love. There's two things the Germans really love. They love David Hasselhoff.
Hey, you know what? Maybe they'll tie.
They love NFL football.
Well, it's kind of like Jacksonville's second home is London.
Everybody loves the Hoff.
The Jaguars.
Yep.
All right, next game we've got the Rams versus Arizona Cardinals in Arizona in the desert. I got the Cardinals.
I'm going Arizona.
I'm going Arizona. After what they did against Buffalo, it's going to be hard to pick against them on some of these middle of the pack teams, especially if the amount of injuries on the Rams. I got to go with Arizona.
Kyler Murray always looks good for 3 quarters, and then he fucking just looks like shit in the second half. Horrible. But I got to go with Arizona as well. Because, yeah, you lost your left tackle, and you don't have Puka Nacua. Yeah, Arizona.
All right, next game. 3:25, we got Pittsburgh at the Broncos.
If Fields starts, I would say Pittsburgh.
I'm going Pittsburgh.
If it's Russ,
Broncos are still bad.
If Russ starts, it's the Broncos.
No way. This is his get back game. This is his time to shove it up Sean's ass. Like Pete shoved it up his ass last year.
No. He'll if he does start, you
don't think Russ has got it in him?
No, because who else? He's got a calf injury, so how mobile is he really going to be? I mean, at least Fields can run for his life. The Pittsburgh offensive line isn't good.
No.
They may be worse than the Bears.
No, they're not.
They're a bad offensive line.
It's a tough one.
You know, they got 2 decent running backs. They got one receiver and Freiermuth, whatever his name is, Freiermuth.
Fryermuth.
I think Fields be a little more suited to try to get it to one of them or run for his life.
Mm-hmm. So I got Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got
He's good
Cincy.
at that. It's his
We
best
got
trait.
Cincy and Kansas City. I got Kansas City.
Kansas City. Their offense, their wide receivers impressed me. I didn't think they would be that good. They did impress me.
And Hollywood Brown's supposed to play this week too, by the way.
Already? Wow.
Yeah. Well, they upgraded him from out to questionable at least. So.
Oh. Who's next, Jeff?
Well, we did the Chicago and Houston game. So we got Monday night. We got Atlanta at Philadelphia. I got
Philadelphia.
The Birds. Yep. I got the original
Philly.
Dirty Birds of Philadelphia.
Yeah, I don't see Atlanta beating them.
Cousins didn't look the greatest last week.
No, he didn't.
No, he's
slow to begin with, but he's even slower now with a repaired Achilles.
But they're gonna have to get.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rodgers definitely healed way better than Cousins did.
That's because Rodgers was on magic mushrooms for 9 months.
9 months.
Whatever works for you.
Did he actually come off?
That's true.
Yeah, he did. He did. He was on McAfee this morning.
Magic mushrooms and White Claw.
So Marquise Brown may play. That's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I know my fantasy team went from a close one till, oh my God. Oh, that was bad. Oh, Rome apparently hurt his knee in the game, Jeff. Did you see that?
I saw that. MCL. Yeah. Week to week.
Yep. Yep.
And I know Keenan Allen, as I told you, he had some contract pass drops. That touchdown pass, dude.
That was a touchdown. It just was.
I'm telling you, it's contract. I'm telling you, he's gonna not do what these others did, and he'll just suck on the field. Because he had a couple of catches he could have made besides that. It's like, dude.
Yeah, there was a lot of things going on.
Maybe he was nervous. Week 1, jitters.
He's been in the league like 13 years.
I know. It's sarcasm. Did you catch sarcasm in that one?
Yeah. I didn't like it. You think the Bears change their game plan against Houston? Because their defense is solid too. They're gonna have to run that ball more.
They're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to get the offensive line. Problem is they were talking about it on the score, and there were a lot of plays that they counted, and it was Anthony Herron talking about it. Anthony Herron, former NFL player, he's played the game. He said a lot of the formations that he noticed was during running plays, the offensive line was in pass block mode. So they weren't going forward. They were almost coming back. So I don't know if it was a bad personnel call or if they got the plays mixed up, but he counted a bunch of plays where they weren't run blocking.
I hope that's not part of their offense.
Were they in 3-point stances or were they in 2-point stances when this was happening?
He didn't say, but he just said just based on the personnel, they were in
Okay.
definite pass blocking mode for a running play. So he doesn't know if it was supposed to be a play action and that Swift just grabbed the ball and started running. But it was definitely, there were some odd things that Ann Herron saw.
Yeah, they're going to have to get that ball rolling so they can use the play action. And for the love of God, go for a first down on 3rd and 2, not a touchdown.
Yeah.
Unless it's 3rd and goal.
Yes.
Caleb can't run around like he could in college either, though. He's I mean, obviously you're your line's not playing well, but he's trying to play hero ball still. He's got to stop trying to play hero ball.
Well, run the ball. Let everything come off of it.
Right, exactly. So what the game is built on. Run the ball.
There was one thing that was said, and I'm not going to repeat it. And I'm like, man, they just jinxed Caleb. Why they got to say that? It's kind of like the announcers before a kicker. He hadn't missed in 59 tries. You know he's going to miss. Yeah, they said this after the game, and I'm like, oh, my God, that is not what I wanted to hear. And you guys probably heard it. I'm just not going to say it, and I hope he breaks that.
Probably. I didn't probably hear.
Yeah. Let's just say he's not David Carr
I
from
didn't
the
hear
Houston
it.
Texans.
I was watching Red Zone, so. Ooh.
We got anything else on anything?
Moving right along.
I did see
the other running back call back from earlier. Oh.
Call back from earlier.
Yeah, Miles Sanders. What? Miles Sanders, running back for Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Yeah, so again, like one of those, running back by committee running back. Yeah.
Right.
Pretty much.
I'm not a big fan of his, but yeah, whatever.
I did see just before we went on, I guess it's a pitcher in Toronto. Lost 2 no-hitters in the 9th inning within 18 days.
That sucks.
I'm just like,
God,
wow.
Really?
Lost 2 in 18 days in the 9th inning.
Hey, why did Imaga get pulled out of that fucking his no-hitter, by the way? Can anybody explain that one to me?
Because he was coming up to the 100 pitch mark.
Siri, call Craig Counsell.
He was at 85.
I don't have his number. It's not working. That'd be the one to ask. I mean, yeah, he threw 95 pitches that game and 25 of them in the second inning.
Google it. Okay.
What?
I just figured, with Jeff being from Chicago area, I figured he might have some insight on that. But
they were talking about it.
Something
about where Craig Counsell didn't want to overexert Shota because the fact that they are still in playoff contention. They are only 4 games. They're playing good baseball. Yeah. So he said, right now, Shota's the only pitcher reliable consistently. They don't want to overexert him. They may need him down the road. So he made the hard decision to say, you know what? Yeah, we've got a big lead. Let's take him out. And they got the no-hitter. It was a combined no-hitter. It was still fun, but I could see where he's coming from. The fact that if he goes down, you might as well just chalk up the season. Don't forget, he played more baseball now than he did in Japan.
Well,
they have
they only play like 140
in Japan than they do in
something, don't they?
What's up?
Yeah, they only play. I want to say 120, maybe even.
So the fact that he's already played more baseball than he usually does, they need him down the road. I'm looking forward to the game tonight. It starts in what? 10 minutes?
Well, they won
Probably
last
10
night.
Minutes, yeah.
They won 10 minutes. They took 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers. It seems like the Cubs play better on the road. They play better on the road than they do at home.
I was looking at that the other day, and I think you're right on that. Close. You're 38-33 at home and 500 on the road.
Okay.
But 500 road record's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, but that just came from that 8 game. This seems like this month alone on the road, what they are now 10 out of 11.
That last 10 is 6-4, but
last 10 6-4.
Colorado tonight though.
But they also lost what? How many games did they lose at home on the homestand? They lost a lot.
Yeah, they lost what, 2 out of 3 to Pittsburgh?
2 out of 3 to Pittsburgh, and then who else did they play?
Let's
I
just
forgot.
look.
The homestand wasn't good.
Oh, Yankees.
Yeah, they lost 2 out of 3 to the Yankees too.
Yankees are
But
good.
Yeah, but
I'm glad they won 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers because, as Jeff knows, Cubs suck when they go on West Coast road trips.
especially since they had to face who's the Jep that they have in the Dodgers who just came back?
Yamamoto.
Yeah.
That
I'll
could
tell you
be
what,
a thing.
Yamamoto's back now? Oh, my God.
What was
Good.
really nice about that game, the first game, is that you had 2 former Dodgers that just laid a fucking backhand to their club. Bellinger and Michael
Clay?
Busch both just had monster games.
You think Belly comes
Bellinger's been
back
playing a
next
good
year?
bat recently.
What's up?
You think Belly comes back next year? I think he does. I think he's too dumb to opt out. Take that $30 million.
Unless he's sniffing, unless some other team is sniffing around and he's got a clear deal to go somewhere, maybe. No, but he's got a ring already, so it's not like he's chasing rings anymore.
Yeah, I bet he takes the money. He ain't going to get a deal like Chapman got. Do you see that?
No.
Chapman signed, I think it was a 7-year deal or 6-year deal with
Atlanta?
I think it was San Francisco is where he ended up. But takes him till he's like 37, 38 years old. You know, $150 million.
You talking about
like
Matt Chapman?
Yeah.
I thought he was on Atlanta.
No, he signed a 1-year deal with
Well, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
I think Chapman's the one they traded to Oakland to get the guy that got to replace Freeman.
Okay. Let's see. Matt Chapman. Yeah, he's on the Giants. Let's see his contract. Baseball Reference. He is making I can't find it. Yeah, he's definitely.
You just signed it in the last week.
Okay.
But I think Bellinger opts in this year, takes that $30 million because his year hasn't been that great. I don't think he's going to go out and get that much money. It'd be a waiting game like it was last year for him.
Interesting. Yeah, he'd probably stick around.
I think he does. It seems like it.
Oh, WNBA news. Angel Reese out for the year.
Yep, broken hand.
Hurt her hand.
Wrist,
Yeah, I
or
heard.
hand or wrist or something.
Yeah, that kind of stinks. I mean,
bleeding.
well, she did set, I believe, the rookie rebound record and I think the season rebound record before that happened. So that kind of gives the rookie of the year to Caitlin.
I think she was going to get that rookie of the year anyways.
There could have been a chance for co-rookies if they do that.
I don't think
I
they
think
do
so,
that.
too.
Not in the WNBA. This is women. They
Oh.
will fight each other to the death.
Oh, they probably would.
Well,
They probably
then
would.
that's what they should do. We got two nominees. Let's get some mud. Let's get a swimming pool. And let's get to it.
And put it on ESPN.
Jell-O.
And you'll have yourself a ratings record.
There you go. I bet you Reese wins that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she'd kill her.
She's a big girl.
She's more of a scrapper than Caitlin. Caitlin be throwing mud at her from outside the pool.
Right. She's smart. Sticky moves. Stay away.
Hockey should be starting up real quick.
Hockey starting in 27 days.
Now that's regular season, not preseason though.
Yeah,
Right?
preseason is going to be starting. I think they've already started their training camp already. You know, the teams are reported they're on the ice already. You should see preseason games. I think next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and then when they start their season, I think that's when the NBA starts their training camp.
Yeah, NBA starts always like 2 or 3 weeks after them. I know. I'm looking forward to the first game, the first opening night of the hockey season. Hawks are in Utah to play the new Utah hockey team.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be on ESPN.
They start this year. Players. That's right.
Who's got the Winter Classic this year?
That's
the
right.
Hawks.
Yeah,
they're at home.
Oh, at Wrigley again?
At Wrigley, yep.
Max, I don't know if you ever watched those, but I love watching those on TV.
Those are cool. Those are cool as shit. Yeah.
I don't know if I could go to the stadium and watch it because at a lot of the stadiums, you're so far away. I'd be like, okay, this is a home. Stay at home and watch.
I was gonna say your sightlines are probably shit.
Well, they said it's going to be a completely different experience than the 2009 game. One, you have the video boards now, which definitely helps out with that lakefront wind, the wind coming off the lake. So it should be a more enjoyable experience for the players. What else did they say? It's definitely at Wrigley. The rink layout is going to be similar to what it was in 2009. But it's going to be a little bit further onto the field so everybody can get a better view of it.
Hopefully. You think they'll ever do a Comiskey for
How
one
big
of
is
those?
a hockey rink? What are the dimensions?
Off the top of my head right now, I don't know, but it's
longer than it is wide.
Yeah, it's about the same as basketball.
Good call. Okay.
So think basketball. Maybe it's a little bit bigger than basketball with the boards and stuff like that. Unless you're playing European hockey, then it's wider and longer. It's a bigger rink.
Okay. Yeah, I knew the European one was wider. I didn't realize it was longer as well.
Yeah.
And that's international. All international hockey plays like on the larger rinks, right?
Yeah, that's why it's
right,
sometimes when NHL players that are used to especially North American players go to play in international competitions, it's a little harder because it's more wide open for the faster skating. It takes a lot more out of you. There's a lot more skating involved. I don't know. It's a speed game.
Quicker changes, or do they just play?
No, definitely quicker changes. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be not only that, but they got that new outdoor area at Wrigley Field that's gonna be all set up with, I'm sure, stuff from the Kris Kringle. I don't think the Kris Kringle market's gonna be at Wrigley Field this year because of the Winter Classic.
Oh. Because I know one year they did a couple of Winter Classics. Are they back to just the one?
Well, there's only one Winter Classic. Every couple of years they have the Canadian Heritage Classic, which is 2 Canadian teams, and they usually play at one of the CFL stadiums. But remember, they had the Stadium Series that they had like 3 Stadium Series games.
Yes, I remember that. Maybe that's what
the Hawks played Pittsburgh at Wrigley at Soldier Field that one year. Remember, it snowed in 2014.
Was that at Soldier Field?
It was at Soldier Field.
Okay.
That was awesome. That was fun to see because the way it was perfectly laid out in the middle, so everybody got a chance to see that one.
And I think that same year they did one in LA, which I thought was dumb.
No, it wasn't in LA. They did it at San Francisco, the new park in San Francisco.
Okay. I was in the same state.
Yeah, because it was
still a warm state for a Winter Classic.
Well, you had LA right because it was the Sharks versus the Kings in San Francisco.
Well, I guess that's about it. We've run out about everything that we could think of.
It was another good episode.
Hockey starts October 8th. NBA October 22nd. By the way,
Regular seasons.
Yes.
Yeah. Basketball always, I
Yeah.
know, starts later than hockey because a lot of them use the same arenas.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. I guess that's going to be it. Guess we need to go. Oh, it's right there.
all right.
Oh, it picked up right at the middle. All right. We'll catch you guys next time.
See you next week.